Padre.com.
As Economedes faithful here, it came in full force on a Monday night, and away we go. Sedna gets the serve across. That one corralled in the backcourt by Cavazos. Valdez feeds it back off to Bryant, or Vidal, excuse me. Sedna sets back up this time for Mendez. Mendez going for a kill. As Nayelis Mendez, with 2 kills already. He has a 2-1 lead. Salceda goes to Valdez. It goes for Vidal, and Casey Vidal will find the back. Setter in white. Corona for Economedes in pink. Good play with a good dig there in the backcourt by Garcia. That ball deflects off Vidal. Salceda gives chases to get back to it. Valdez throws it back over. Garcia sets up for Sedna, who sets back up here for Sydney. So 5-3, this one will get across. Corona corrals it. Sedna on the setup here, and Julie Bryant trying to go for a kill. Salceda serve gets across. That one played by Corona. Here comes the setup, trying to throw that one back over to Sydney Alvarez. Salceda under it. Valdez sets back up for Julie Bryant, deflects off Jaylene before Harlingen High came back to make it a 7-3 lead. Corona gets under it. Dana Sedna sets back up this time for Sydney Alvarez, and that will wind up out of bounds, and Harlingen now will jump up to a 5-point lead, 8-3. Salceda on the serve again, and away we go. Sedna sets back up, soft touch by Jaylene Corona. Scout Medley playing a block at the net. Thrown back over by Sedna, and she'll pick up a kill. We take you back to our live feed, 8-4 your score. Here comes Bryant for the setup and gets the kill. Valdez sets back up here for Scout Medley. Kept them playing the backcourt by Maldonado. Sedna sets back up for Alvarez, and a block at the net by Medley. Valdez sets back up here this time for Julie Bryant. A block at the net that just stays through, and Vidal will throw it back over. Corona sets back up here this time. That's Sedna going for a kill, and Julie Bryant picks up the block. Stop there by Vidal, set up for a kill attempt. That's kept in play by Maldonado. Sedna comes in. Corona gets a read on it. Will throw it back across. Vidal to Valdez, who sets back up for Julie Bryant, who finds an opening. 17-6, Harlingen takes the lead as Scout Medley, number 3, now set the serve. We'll get this one across, and we're back underway. Corona gets under it. Maldonado on the setup for Sedna. A big block there by Roquette. Here by Sedna. A big block there. That one's just kept in play nicely. Thrown over by Mendez. Mendez will get back under it. Sedna missing it, and Harlingen in a Halloween night here from the Pine District Round. Fans showing up in costume, supporting both sides. Comes a setup, thrown back over nicely there by Mendez. Good play by her. Valdez sets up for Roquette, and Alana Roquette. This one will get across, and we're back underway. Block at the net there. 6A's action. Play just comes, serve. Sedna sets back up. Mendez tries to throw that one over. Salceda gets under the ball, sets back up for Vidal, who gets a soft touch over. Will wind up out of bounds as Nayelis Mendez. Now suddenly it's a 12-point game, 21-9, excuse me. 21-9, here comes the serve, and we're back underway. Bryant gets under it. Valdez sets back up for Vidal, deflected at the net. In Sedna trying to get that one over, she does. Vidal to Valdez, who sets back up for Davina Gutierrez. That one deflects off Sedna, who trying to keep it. And the Cardinals are going to jump ahead with the 1-0 lead. Salceda serve gets across, kept in play by Alvarez. Sedna sets back up for Alvarez. Now one just. Now set the serve for the Economedes Lady Jaguars. Get this one across, and we're back underway. Valdez sets back up here for Bryant. That one deflects off. Gutierrez sets up for Vidal. Good dig by Corona. Maldonado sets back up this time. Now we'll wind up in the net. She was looking to set up for Dana Sedna. And Harlingen High goes on a 4-0 run early on. 4-0 lead to start things off, and Corona will keep it in play, makes a good play. Now by Alvarez. Valdez sets back up here for Davina Gutierrez. Maldonado comes in alongside Corona. Serna trying to keep it in play. It's thrown over by Alvarez. Vidal, Valdez sets back up for Alana Roquette, and a block at the net. Casey Vidal wears number 5, will serve. A little bit of a coincidence right there. As Serna comes under, here comes a setup by Alvarez. Alvarez with a lot of power trying to get down in the backcourt. A little too much kick, trying to get down in the backcourt. A little too much kick, winds up out of bounds. It's a 6-1 lead for Harlingen as they go back to business. And Harlingen started off the second batch on a 4-0 run before Econ picked up a point on a block. And Vidal serve a little too much power. Point of the match to cut the lead down to 4, 6-2. Well, 6-2, this one will get across. Valdez sets up here for Roquette. That one deflects off Serna. 8-2, Mallory Salcedo now set the serve. This is thrown back over. And a big kill there by Julie. Serve here for the Harlingen Lady, or the Economedes Lady Jaguars, excuse me. 9-3 lead here for Harlingen over Economedes. Scout Medley was set up, but Bryant will go for it, and Settle not coming. She sets up for Mendez. And it's kept in play. This one will be thrown back over. They get our read on it, thrown across. That's Garcia, gets it over. Valdez sets back up here for Bryant, and Julie Bryant will pick up another kill. Harlingen by 8. Rihanna Cavasso set the serve, will get this one across. They set back up here this time for Jaylene Corona. That one's just out. Rihanna Cavasso set the serve one more time, and away we go. Serna sets back up here. That's Alvarez going for a kill. Medley with the block. That one thrown back over this time by. Now up by an 11-point lead. Good block there by Scout Medley a few moments ago on the kill attempt by Sydney Alvarez. Serna sets back up, trying to get this one over. It's Alvarez, and Alvarez this time will pick up a Giants shot, blocked by Alvarez. Kept him playing the back by Garcia. Maldonado. It's thrown back over by Serna. Vidal gets under it. Valdez gets ready to set up, and Bryant will go for a kill, and she'll thread the needle. 7. 15-7, here we go. Here's a setup, this one throwing a big kill there by Casey Vidal. Now Scout Medley set the serve here for Harlingen High. This one will get across. Maldonado on the setup, trying to throw this one over, was Patty Garcia. Back over, Serna trying to get it across. Vidal gets under it. Valdez sets back up for Davina Gutierrez, initially blocked by Rosas, and he'll drop in Bryant. That one deflects off Alvarez, and it's thrown back over by Mendez. Salceda goes to Vidal, who sets back up for Bryant, and a big kick. Salceda, Vidal gets under it. Bryant will throw it over. They set back up here this time for Jaylene Corona, and that will stay inside up here for Mendez. That's kept in play. They set back up this time. It's Alvarez going for it. Bryant gets under it. Salceda sets back up for Bryant, who goes for a kill. That drops inside Serna, and Bryant on the rebound tries to get it back. Alvarez is thrown over by Vidal. Corona gets under it. Serna looks to set up one more time for Alvarez. Deflected in the backcourt. Kept in play, and miscommunication as Economedes will get. And welcome back here. Start of the third match. Harlingen up 2-0. And Alana Roquette will open it up with the big. Sets back up, a soft touch. Goes in Vidal, picking up a big kill. Gets saved in the backcourt by Alvarez. Here comes Mendez now. And that one will wind up out of bounds, and Harlingen will jump up. Kept in play, here it comes. Valdez for Vidal, block at the net. Joint effort there by Jocelyn Rosas and Cassandra Vega. Bryant will dish it out across after the keep away by Salceda. Serna sets back up here this time for Jocelyn Rosas. Back to action, here it comes. Soft touch by Alana Roquette. Kept in play by Patty Garcia. A constant 4-point game, 9-5. Started off on a 4-0 run, picked up a point. Harlingen goes back to a 5-point game. They jump ahead, but Economedes again is kept to that 4-point game as Bryant going for a kill. That one deflects off Sydney Alvarez. 14-7. Valdez gets it across, and away we go. And Vidal on the rebound. Serna sets it back up here for Alvarez. Salceda goes to Valdez, who throws it over. Good tactic there by Harlingen High. Valdez set the serve one more time. 16-7. Just 9 away from punching their ticket to the area round in Region 4. A big block at the net there by Vidal. Valdez sets up for Roquette. And kept in play, thrown over. Mendez trying to get across. They'll count it a point here for Economedes. Here comes the setup now for Alvarez, who'll touch it over. Valdez sits back up here for Roquette, who just gets that one to drop. On a Roquette. On top by 8, excuse me. Vidal serve a bit too high, but gets across. Serna trying to get this one over. So set at the right place, the right time, under it in the back. Valdez sets up for Bryant, deflects off. Ball just glides on top of the net. Corona will dish it back over. Salceda sets up for Valdez, who sets up for Bryant, deflects off. Salceda gets under it. Vidal will get this one across. A high lobbing shot that gets over. Cavazos, Cicerna, Vidal. Back to Valdez, back for Bryant, deflects off Garcia. Now will touch. A 21-10. Alvarez goes back out to Serno, sets up for Sidney Alvarez. And it's kept in play as he deflects off Bryant. Valdez will throw it back over, and that one just hits the line and stays. That's the way we go. Salceda to Valdez, sets up for Gutierrez, kept in play by Maldonado. Serna sets up for Maldonado, gets it back over. Gutierrez under it. Thrown back over here now. The serve gets it across, and we're back underway. Comes a setup now for Serna. And Dana Serna will pick up a kill. She finds an open slide. Deflection there by Mendez. Thrown over now by Maldonado. Salceda. Valdez for Scout Medley on a soft touch. And a block there by Patty Garcia on 3 touches. 24-14. This one will get across. Bryant, Valdez sets up here for Vidal for the potential win. Block, deflecting off, Serna.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or